right over this hill, it takes a quick left, and it goes from a 60 to 70 mile an hour to a 30 mile an hour turn. We're going to fly off the road. We're going to fly off the road and die. There's a cliff. It makes a turn into a canyon. You've got to slow down. And they're just laughing at you, and you try to go up and warn them, and they laugh at you. But it doesn't matter. You still got to warn them, because you're still stuck in the car with these maniacs. You're still stuck in the car with a bunch of narcissistic, stupid, weak, cowardly people who have been mesmerized, scientifically turned into arrested development, gibbering cowards. And let me tell you, as stuff gets worse, a lot of people are going to wake up. But when it really gets bad, a lot of them are going to turn on us and decide through cowardice and through the Stockholm Syndrome. Print Stockholm Syndrome for me. I want the exact definition. You know, that's where you turn to your kidnappers and love them, turn to your torturer and love them. And your mind does doublethink. Your mind does Crime Stop in Orwellian. You really decide to like the guy that's had you locked up in a barn for 6 months raping you and pulling your toenails out. You start worshiping them. That's what the average weak person does. Even the strongest people start doing that. Well, not me. I know what you are, scum. I know what you are, New World Order sadist. And I know you're jacking with the air and water and bragging about it, you little power-tripping bastards. I got some raw videos sent to me of Holdren in a White House press briefing shot by some news people, and it's just the side discussions and the look on his face. That son of a bitch is on a power trip from hell. And let me tell you something. He's dangerous, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm not risking my life to take this murderer on for nothing. I want to take action against these people. And you bet they're murderers. First thing they did was release the funding and then double it for abortions and forced infanticide all over the world. Mainstream news. Stockholm Syndrome is a psychological response sometimes seen in abductee and hostages in which the hostage showed signs of loyalty to the hostage taker, regardless of the danger or risk in which they have been placed. See, and they do that because it's make-believe. And they've done studies. They found the Stockholm Syndrome is getting more and more common. People 100 years ago didn't behave like this on average. But they're delusional. It's a TV make-believe world. They think that if they decide to like the person pulling their toenails out, that it makes it okay. And they even start liking it. Just exactly what one of the top globalists, Aldous Huxley, said. He said people can be made to love their servitude. The syndrome is named after the Normal Stråberg robbery in Stockholm, Sweden, in which the bank robbers held bank employees hostage August 23rd to 28th, 73. In the case, the victims became emotionally attached to their victimizers and even defended their captors after they were freed from the 6-day ordeal. The term Stockholm Syndrome was coined by the criminologist and psychiatrist Niels Bergroth, and I agree it's a real syndrome, who have assisted the police during a robbery and referred to the syndrome in a news broadcast. Yeah. Now, what that is you take warlike, intelligent, dynamic Swedes and you domesticate them in a socialist system, and you make serving the oppressors and the boss your religion, your cultural identity, and then it turns in on itself. And look, we serve the corrupt police, the corrupt government. You got New Jersey with all these mayors and hundreds of officials now in body organ snatching and selling out of China and other places and stealing money and charities. That's how the whole government works. Every major town, every major city, they run child kidnapping, and the government is pure evil. Pure evil. We passed the tipping point probably 5-6 years ago. Because, see, first evil creeps in, hides, recruits more of its people in. That's why in corporations, I've been reading corporate handbooks and things trying to figure out how to protect my operation. They say don't hire people who have friends and then hire their friends and hire groups. That's how people can infiltrate. That's how in Europe it's only Masons that are hired now as judges and barristers. They won't let you in. See, that's how any good old boy system works. And folks, they have done nothing but brought their people in now. And they run the show. And they're going to take your kids. And they're going to do medical experiments on them. And they're going to take your kids and they're going to rape them. Because they like to. And they're going to take your organs, and they're going to put crap in your water because they like it, because they're psychopaths, folks. They enjoy it. You want to go out and go bass fishing? You want to go out and start a fire and make a bowl of chili and hang out with your buddies and eat some crackers, or go out and, clean your gun and shoot it, or you want to go bowling? Well, you're a normal person. So you're a good person. But you have a weak spot. You have a blind spot. You don't know how to recognize evil when it's right in your face. And so these bastards have gotten in control, and they've taken over the entire society. We're now a tyranny. And I'll tell you why I'm still alive, because they don't want to underline, they don't want to highlight everything I've said and done, because I'm so on target, it scares them. And to me, I'm like a monster in the forest to them. To the monsters, I'm a monster. You understand that from their perspective? I'm like some giant roving bear, and they just want to stay out of my way, because they actually respect strength and courage. They detest you that grovel and smile at them and think it's cute. Stop being cowardly followers. Stop. Look, I don't care what they do with the Federal Reserve. I am in a ship ramming speed. I'm out of torpedoes. I'm out of rockets. I'm in the info war. I am in full throttle, and I'm ramming them. I'm trying to ram their rudder. I'm trying to ram their propulsion system, their propellers. I'm running up on them from the side, trying to hit them right in the weak spot to knock them out. And I know that it's a good, primitive, spiritual place to be, to tell these murdering scumbag bullies, I don't care what you do to me, I'm going up against you. Smash me deader than a pancake. You have done me a favor. You just watered the tree of liberty, and it's going to grow big old branches and going to rip your head off. I don't die. I go on through the next people that stand up. I go on through my red blood. You sons of bitches have been beaten. God has beaten you. Love has beaten you. Honorableness has beaten you. And you lost from the beginning, from the foundations of the world. You are hell's, and that's where you're going. They say hell is just a word, and that's true, ladies and gentlemen. I've looked into these people's minds, and let me tell you, I've been there. I've seen what they are. I know what they are. And I came back from their world, their dimension. And I'll tell you what they are, and I see them. And I see their designs. I see their language. I see their symbols. I see their programs. I understand everything they're doing. I know who they are. I know who their sub-minions are. I know what their entire pyramidal structure is. And I'm telling you, if you've got any common sense and any soul, you will do everything in your power to resist the New World Order and the lovers of death. The worshipers of death, the forces of hell are being released on this country and this world, and it's happening because the churches are the front line. And if you want to go in there and listen to those ring race and those pulpits, those whores of the New World Order, you go ahead. But I'm telling you, I'm not worried about people that can kill my body. I'm only worried about those that can get my soul and kill my soul. And so I'm beyond them, because I know where my soul is.